Hey there everybody, and welcome back to my latest episode. And I'm so glad that it's come to this because it's been quite a while since I've customized or made anything. So a while ago I got this action figure, Lobo, one of my favorite superhero villains, and one thing he's missing is his dog. So this is my attempt to make him his pet. Excuse my cat. Hello lady. So I received my Lobo long ago from one of my buddies online that sells high-end toys and stuff. Now after having him quite a while, I decided, you know what, let me make him his pet. So I went through all my comics, every single one of them that I've been collecting since I started this channel. I love Lobo. He's like one of my ultimate, looking for this pet of his, and I couldn't find him. And I didn't want to use sources on the internet. I want to use sources out of my own comic books that I've collected, and only in these two that I have the Christmas special. In this episode there's a lot of action from Dawg in this comic, which I love so much, and then the other reference of Dawg, and this is the only one where Dawg is featured, is on the cover, but in the episode he's not there. The stuff that I used for this episode to make this creature, no lady, move, come kitty. I used some 3D printer plastic, a soldering iron, medium grit sandpaper, acrylic paint, clear lacquer, only optional, and maybe a paintbrush or two to create this pet. So let's get busy and see how it comes out. So finally I have finished my sculpt. It's not perfect or 100%, but anyway, if you have a look at it, here's the one back leg. Here's the one front leg. Here's the body, which I'm gonna have to split today. I think I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation. And last but not least, the head of the dog, which I think came out so good. Look at that, so cool. So without a further ado, that's what it looks like inside. Oh, I sculpted it and molded it. I'll just fix up there where it cracked. And then we can start working on the articulation. So finally, here we go. Here's my dog finished. After all these months, I started it before Christmas, but things got so intense and busy and hectic that I decided, you know, I must take a break. So now this figure is complete and it's got 5 points, head and the legs. The stance was a little bit of a challenge, and the way I stuck it together was with Cubon and with some powder and some glue. You can see I sealed it with the thorn because I did it in my lunch time. Just sat outside and just glued this dog and sanded down the extra resin that was left over. Very strange and contorted, a lot of muscle. I didn't want to have like a typical dog form. I wanted something really bizarre and strange, and happy how it came out. My first attempt was to try flock it in white, but when I went to all the material shops, I didn't know what I was talking about or how I could do this. So that's something I got to look up even further, but nonetheless I just got fed up and decided I'm going to paint this thing today. Very cool. Another influence I used was the ride from Primal Age. I still have so many of these action figures that I need to unbox, but especially the feet. I struggled with the feet, and if you can see the similarities to the feet, I took it from this animal because Panther's feet are like really flat. Anyway, let's get to the painting. And here we go, finally finished with the dog. Let's turn it around and see how it came out. And those weapons in Lobo's hands, like that sawn-off shotgun, like in the Injustice game, and his machete like in the comics, and that dog. Love the way it came out. Unfortunately, I did break 2 of the legs by mistake, but I just glued them back on. I wasn't gonna cut it open, plastic weld it again, glue it again, then sand it again. I just glued it and finished it for the sake of the video. But very happy with how it turned out. That dog looks freaking scary. But nonetheless, I had to do it to complete my Lobo. All I need to do maybe now is make his bike. Maybe that will be for a future episode. My Lobo looks more complete with his pet. Leave me your thoughts in the comments and I'll get back to you. So there you have it, guys. Finally pulled it off. Felt like forever and a day. I was seriously getting depressed after a while. There's the dog that I wanted to do, one of the goals of mine for such a long time. Unfortunately, he's only got like 3 points of articulation now because I left him on the bed, and when I woke up I'd rolled over the thing, so stuck it just to save time in the video. So cool though, so freaky. And then the weapons, I didn't spend a lot of time on them. I wanted it to look rugged like in the game with the gun of his and the machete in some of his comics. And if you like what I've pulled off and done in this video, I will see you in the next video, which is going to be a game vid. Until then, be good to yourself and others, and don't let anyone walk over you. Till next time, cheers.